Okay, way in the back. You, yeah, you. Oh, thank you. Hmm. That's correct. So Medi-Cal pays for the hospice services 100%. Yes. One thing I forgot to mention, hospice can be provided in the patient's home, a skilled nursing facility, an assisted living facility. So if the patient is a resident of a skilled nursing facility, they can get hospice care in there. If the patient is on Medi-Cal, Medi-Cal will still pay for the room and board. Medicare will pay for the hospice. Okay. I'm going to take one more question. Okay. Ah. So the question is hospice for-profit, not-for-profit? And then how are hospices rated? How can you determine which one is the best one for you and your family? And the answer to the first question is yes. Hospices are for-profit and not-for-profit. They come in both forms. They can be standalone hospices. There's hospices that are affiliated with hospitals. There's any number of different setups. To find out which hospice is best for you, I think the best way to look at it is to call a couple different, they're not rated. We don't have ratings like nursing homes. But you know, to talk to people who have received hospice care, talk to the hospice and see what's important to you, what services that they provide. We're all regulated the same. We all provide the same services. How those services are provided may vary a little bit. And so talk to them and find out which one you're most comfortable with. Okay. I would like to just, I lost my, if you look in the back of the room at the Hospice of the Valley table, there is a flyer for a program that is, what is the date, the 29th? Thursday the 29th, and it's by a physician, Dr. Ira Byock. It's a community-free program at Santa Clara University. I would highly recommend coming out to that program. Oh, here it is. It looks like this. Coming out and seeing him. He is an amazing speaker. He's from Dartmouth University. He's like one of the stalwarts of hospice. But I would highly recommend if you get an opportunity to come out for that program, because it will be good. I would also like to invite Lisa Krieger from San Jose Mercury News up to the podium for just a minute.
Great talk, Karen. Thank you so much. I learned a lot. Just by way of background, I wrote a piece, I don't know how many folks may have seen it, that ran early February in Sunday, San Jose Mercury News, about the death of my father. And we ended up at the ICU at Stanford Hospital, and it was a bit of a nightmare. And I wanted to describe to readers how I found myself in that situation, and then followed with a piece about how it could be avoided. The piece really resonated. It ran in the Mercury News and then was picked up by the Contra Costa Times and the Marin IJ and essentially all the papers surrounding San Francisco, circulation of about 600,000. I've received hundreds of emails and many, many phone calls. And there's enough, it generated enough interest out in the community now that the publishers are interested in continuing to address end-of-life care and explore what else do people need to know. Now, I guess a week from tomorrow, we'll have a piece about advance directives, and some of what I heard today will contribute to that. We also hope to write a piece about caregiving, because as Karen said, everyone wants to die at home, very few people do. And why is that? And what's it mean to be a caregiver, and what's the job like? And I think we could provide a real educational role here. So you all are caregivers, and you know all about this. The vast majority of our readers have no idea. And the reason I'm talking to you today is that I'm hoping that a few of you might step forward and give us a chance to talk to you about what caregiving is and what your day looks like. What skill set do you need? What are the rewards of caregiving, and what are the responsibilities and the real profound challenges too, I'm sure. So I've got just contact information. Jean has some as well. She can distribute. You can think about it. Yeah, raise your hand if you'd like more. I'm available 24/7. My cell phone's there. My email is there. Really would just love to hear from those of you who are out, you know, in the trenches with this. I'm sitting in a newsroom with fluorescent lights and everybody under 50, and the folks we need to hear from are folks like you. And there's people are desperate for information out in the world. So thank you very much. And again, fabulous conference, and I feel so much smarter having come today, and I hope you do too. Thank you.